Hello everybody, this is Robert Hollis. I'm really excited to do another video for you today, and what we're talking about is the six higher faculties, and today we're talking about the will, W-I-L-L. So I'm going to wait for some people to get on here. As soon as I can see that we're live, I'm going to go ahead and get started here. And really super excited to talk to you about this one because it definitely was something that really changed my life big time. So hi, Bill. Hi, Terry. Happy hump day to you. All right, so we're on here. Hi, Craig. So again, we're talking about the six higher faculties. We've already covered imagination, perception, and intuition. You can see those on other videos. Make sure to go search those out at roberthollis.com, or just go to YouTube and username /youtube.com/Robert Hollis. And Craig, thank you so much. Hi, John. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Nicholas. Kai, Jim. And yeah, you guys are really going to love this video. You're really going to do it. So the topic is the will, W-I-L-L. Now, here's the fastest way to understand the will is when people die, sometimes they leave a will. So will very simply means is the wishes and the desires that you have for the future. Did you guys catch that? It's a focus on when you're no longer on this planet, when you're no longer here, you actually have a wish and a will for the people that you want to leave something to, right? So when you really talk about the will, and like I tell you guys, I always love going on to Google and just putting in a word just to see what it says. And I love this, is control exerted to do something or restrain impulse. So the willpower, the will to do something is something that you got to learn to spend your time focusing on, right? So before I learned this stuff, I would probably tell you that I didn't have a focus. Does that make sense? I think being an auto mechanic allowed me, but it's like I'm focused on getting a brake job done, or I'm focused on rebuilding a motor, or I'm focused on getting my race car finished. So there was an incredible will to do that. But one of the things is that I'll tell you, when I first started listening to meditation, when I first started listening to personal development, when I first started studying personal development, like the science of getting rich, and I found myself, and tell me if you guys have done this. You can put a one in the comments if you've done this. But when I first started to learn to meditate and first started learning to focus, what I did is I wasn't focused. My mind would drift. I would think of other things, even in the 6-phase meditation, which is called a guided meditation. While the person's talking, which is Vision Lakhani, my mind is someplace else. I'm thinking about something else. So I would hear something in personal development. Oh my God, that's a great idea. So my mind would go into a story or analogy, or maybe something that had happened to me in the past. And I would constantly have my mind going everywhere. And I'm when I watch my comments sometimes, I can tell someone that's not focused. I can easily see the people that are not focused, because they're constantly posting random stuff and making random comments because they don't even have the will to stay focused on what I'm saying and teaching. Did you guys catch that? And so people get involved in something and I tell them, hey, listen, do this or do this. And they don't have the ability to be able to focus on one task to completion without being distracted. Well, I'm here to tell you, that's being a human being. That's 1000% being a human being. And I used to say to people, that I had ADD. You know, ADD is always dealing with distractions. You know, I can even throw the H in there, you know, the ADHD, right? You know, and I would tell people, listen, let me tell you what ADHD stands for. It stands for attention. Oh my God, that's a nice shirt you have on. And people would laugh at me and go, oh my God, this person's all over the place. Well, guess what? That's learning to focus on something. So the willpower, the concept of having a will, is when you can dedicate thinking a couple of seconds about something and then turning those couple of seconds into 5 seconds, taking those 5 seconds. So what I did is I punished myself. So I'd start listening to an audio of an information that I knew that was as important, like Science of Getting Rich. And as I was focusing on it, my mind would drift. And so when my mind drifted, I would say that I was going to get through one audio chapter of that book. And if my mind drifted, I had to start from the beginning. So my mind's going, oh my God, this audio is only 10 minutes long. It's only 10 minutes and 53 seconds long. I can do this. And I would start listening to it, and then a thought would happen. And that thought would click another thought. That would click another thought. And then the next thing I'm thinking about this, and the next thing I'm thinking about this. And I look down, and the video's over, or the video's like 7 minutes in. I missed it. I missed it. I didn't retain it. I didn't hear it. I don't get to understand it. So there's all these people all the time that I say, hey, listen, read, the God Memorandum, or read Og Mandino, or listen to The Science of Getting Rich. I know they say, well, Robert, I've already read that book. I don't see any evidence at all that you read that book. Zero evidence. And so I see Lisa on here, Bill, hey Jesse, always love to see you on here. Linda, David, Melody, I love you. Eric, Michael, I love you all. You guys are, you start to see this. Hi Jessica. And it's like the will is something like the rest of them: imagination, perception, intuition, reason, memory. We're going to cover those tomorrow. It's faculties that you practice. All I want you to do is become aware that they're there. And then go, wow, if I'm constantly being distracted, then I got to learn to stop it. I got to learn to focus. I got to learn to listen in connection with people and ask questions and listen. To tell you guys how crazy I was, is my mentor, Bill, asked me very simple. He said, hey, listen, Robert, I want you to record your conversations with people. Today, it's Zoom. So I can ask people very simple. D'Angelo and I had a great conversation today. Thank you, D'Angelo. And people say to me all the time, Robert, I'm doing exactly what you're doing. No, you're not. No, you're not. Because if you were, you'd be making $1 million a year if you were doing what I told you to do. Say as little as possible to as many people as you can, as fast as you can. Talk to interested people. Help people create a free account. It's like, no, you're not doing what I'm doing. You're adding a bunch of steps. So with that, control learning to focus, and then just get better. Hi, Tom. Good friend of mine from Williston, North Dakota. And it's like, you just got to get to the point where you focus on something, you get better and you get better and you get better. Here's something that I couldn't wait to share with you guys in the preparation of doing this. How many people have seen someone be a good pool player? I bring this up all the time. A good dart player, a good basketball player, great at bowling. All the things that we see people that they're amazing at. And people that are the best at it make millions of dollars a year doing it. Someone that comes out with a #1 hit song. How many times did they practice doing that song? And when it becomes a #1 hit and they show up at a concert or they show up anywhere, everyone in the room wants them to sing that song again. And they're like, oh my God, I created that song 20 years ago. We don't care. We paid for a ticket. Sing the song. Why? Because everyone wants to be in the audience singing the song along with them. Why? Because it emotionally touched them. They memorized the song. We always see these people that are playing a song and everyone in the audience, all the people are singing along. Why? They don't know the words to your new song. They know the song, the old song. That's the one they memorized. That's the one they took the wheel and focused on. Okay? So, why don't you ever get super good at anything? Ooh, this is going to hurt. You don't get super good at anything because you won't use your willpower to focus to become above average. You won't master the mundane. You get bored. So, I'll try a little bit on YouTube, and then I'll try a little bit on LinkedIn, and then I'll try to connect with people on TikTok, and then I'm going to try to connect with people on Snapchat, and then I'm going to go into groups, and then I'm going to focus on this product, and then I'm going to focus on this product, and then I'm going to focus on this product, and then I'm going to listen to this trainer, and then I'm going to go to this trainer, and then I'm going to read this book, and then I'm going to go to this book, and then I'm going to go to this book. And then I'm going to listen to this trainer. And then, see, you never ever take the basic little things that need to be done every day and just get great at those. All right? So another couple of things about the will. John F. Kennedy, our president, when we were in the space war, he reached out to the scientists in the United States and he said, listen, how do we create a rocket so we can land a person on the moon? And the scientist said, the will to do it. The will to do it. We need to figure out, the goal is to be the first people that have a person walk on the moon. That's our goal. Now let's take everything else and all the frickin' distractions and all the craziness going in the world, like the Cuba Missile Crisis, the war, the Red Party against the Blue Party, the virus. We got to take all that stuff and we got to push it away and focus on creating the things that haven't been created yet, so we can land a person on the moon. The will to do it, a single focus of making things happen. And when you see these successful people all over the world, that's the thing they have in common, willpower. The will allows you to hold on to one idea and getting rid of all the distractions. So when you see people do above average things, it was their ability to practice and say, you know what? I'm going to get good at playing the guitar. I'm going to get good at throwing darts. I'm going to get good at driving a car. And they are focused with a great attitude, imagining, envisioning stuff in the future and doing their best. Like I remember the first time I tried to meditate when they said to visualize something in your mind. And I closed my eyes. I can't see anything. But you start out with a white circle. You start out, with a black circle. You start to learn to imagine in colors. You start turning it into a movie. And from that movie, you can start getting into what would smell like there. what you hear there, the crashing waves, the seagulls, the birds. You get to see it, smell it, taste it, feel it. You can feel the sun. That just takes practice. So if you're not practicing and getting gooder at it every day, then you're not changing anything. So a lot of you go, oh my God, I wish I had willpower. Oh my God, I wish I had willpower. Yeah, well, you could wish to want to be a pilot of an airplane, but not focusing on it won't happen. So people start learning how to do this business. And what do I do every day? Oh my God, you guys get this. I get up every day, I do my morning routine, and then I reach out to people that I don't know or I haven't talked to in a while. And I simply connect with them and then ask them to do me a huge favor to check out and create a free account to evaluate something that I know for a fact that they could introduce me to people. And see, I know that people hear me say that and they go, it's got to be more. It's got to be more. It's got to be more. I'm going to add this to it. I'm going to do this to it. I'm going to add this product to it. And oh, by the way, if I do, build an influence and become a brand and I'm going to do all this stuff. It's like, all right, now you're not good at a lot of things. You never got good at this one thing. Let me see what else I got here. Yeah, so the will allows you, it gives you the ability to concentrate. How many people have difficulties with concentration? Everybody? Me? I get distracted. I lose concentration. To this day. Was listening to a meditation this morning, and all of a sudden it was six phase meditation, and all of a sudden Vision Lakhani goes, so now I'm going to count you out of this meditation. And I was going, what was I doing? Was I thinking about stuff that I fall asleep for a little bit? I don't know what I did, but I don't remember going through the phases of the 6 phase meditation. And it's like my wife gets up earlier than me, so I usually get up, go to the bathroom, then lay down, and then put my meditation stuff in. And it's like, okay, it's gone, right? So it helps you with the ability of concentration. Here's another one. When you concentrate, your thoughts increase and raise your energy of your thoughts to become more powerful. So again, when you concentrate and visualize becoming a master affiliate, what my group needs to look like to be a master affiliate. I need 60,000 customers and affiliates. 60,000 active customers and affiliates. To get to master, I need 5 legs. A minimum of 5 legs with a super affiliate in each, or 10 legs of a 500 in each, or 20 legs with a 250 in each. Are you guys getting it? That's my vision. That's what I want to create. I don't want to live paycheck to paycheck. I don't want to get up in the morning and get paid on something on Friday and then have to do it again another week. That's the definition of insanity. Once I learned residual and leverage, that's my focus every day. And then people reach out to me, oh my God, we launched this new product. And I'm going like, awesome. Awesome. I'm still looking for people that would like time freedom and make 6 figures a year residually and not have to work every day. That's the people I'm looking for. All right. So last thing here. Thinking and doing the right thing in a certain way. When you learn the chords to a song, when you learn the lyrics to a song, when you throw the dart a certain way to get a certain number, all these things are very boring. But if you master them or get above average, you can make more money than you ever dreamed in your life. The thought that just popped in my head is magic. So someone learns a trick and they learn to master one trick. And when they master it, everyone looks at them in awe. Oh my God, how'd you do that? And it's the same three groups of people. One group of people don't like magic. They're never going to be interested in magic. They wasn't around you when you did the magic trick. They're just out there. The second group are the people that go, oh, wow, that's awesome. And then another group that goes, how'd you do that? How could you teach me? Could you teach me how to do that? That was a pretty cool trick. Can you show me how to do it? I can show you how to do it, but without the will to master the trick, to practice daily on it, it's never going to work. They're going to see you messing up. They're going to see that you didn't do it correctly. All right, show me how to do it. All right. Now I'm not going to ever practice again. How many of you learned to do a magic trick and then you never practiced it? You learned a joke that was funny, but you don't remember it. Where tomorrow we're going to talk about memory. But these are things that every one of you, ladies and gentlemen, can practice on. And if you're willing to just practice and work on the mundane, and how you stay excited and don't get bored and don't get distracted is by visualization of what it's going to be like when you get to do that and other people get to see it. It's 100% worth it. When people look at me and go, I can't believe you make over $1 million a year and have that lifestyle. I want that lifestyle. I go, I know you want to, just like you want to fly, just like you'd like to be a pilot. You just won't use your will to stop being distracted, to master the mundane. That's what you got to practice on. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. The will is pretty important. I'm going to share a quick link here. My amazing friend, Craig, probably already shared you the big link of this, but this is the direct audio to the science of getting rich on how to use the will. How to use the will. I would suggest that all of you watch it. Try to watch a 10-minute, 53-second audio. Try listening to it without getting distracted, without having your mind go all over the place, without, when you're listening to it, that your mind doesn't compound and go to a bunch of other things. While you're listening to it, you go, oh my God, I should share this with Bill. Oh my God, I should share this with Jesse. Oh my God, I should share this with Isabella. Man, if anyone needs to hear this, it's Eric. You know, I got to share this with Pat. I got to share this with Melody. Do I do that? Yeah, I do. So then that means I got to start over. Wouldn't it be neat to pat yourself on the back for going, you're never going to believe this. What? I listened to almost 11-minute audio and I heard it. I retained it, tomorrow's memory. I retained it and I understood it. And I listened to the whole audio and I didn't get distracted. All right. I love each and every one of you. Thank you so much for getting on here. If there's anything you can do for me, please share this to people that you know that have the new idea of the week, the new idea of the month, the new company, the new trainer every month, every 2 months, every 3 months. You know, this is why people don't succeed in life, is because they don't practice on using the will to get great at just something, finish something. So I love and appreciate you guys. If no one's ever given you permission to succeed in life, let me be the first. I see you guys tomorrow, and we'll cover the last two, which is reason and memory. So make sure that you share this with people, and we'll talk to you soon. Thank you, Craig, for all the all the stuffs. Hi, Danielle, Eric, Melody. Again, I look like I might have seen everybody. Linda, bye for now.